Hello, hello! Long time no see. I've been gone for a while. That happens to me every once in a while, where I just kind of disappear from this channel. I do apologize. Because I've been gone for so long, I'm gonna do a quick update about what's happening with me and the channel, and then I'll get into the topic of the video. Feel free to skip this section. I'll leave a timestamp in the description for you, so you can just skip to the meat of the video if you want to. But I thought I would add this part in as well for those of you who care. Wasn't planning on disappearing for 2 weeks. I was only supposed to take one day off. I've been having a really tough time, if I'm being honest. I don't usually really talk much about it, but I do struggle with depression, and I haven't been having the best of times. As some of you may know, if you've been following me for a while or follow me on my second channel, my husband doesn't live with me. We're in a long distance relationship. He lives in Russia, and we're currently working on getting him a visa so he can live in this country. And normally that's fine. It doesn't affect me much. But because of some difficulties that we're having with the visa and because of coronavirus restrictions, I haven't seen him since basically October, and I have no idea when I will. Because I can't fly. There are no planes. And even if there were, the restrictions are so harsh that I cannot fly. And the visa process is also slowed down because of coronavirus and everything, and I just haven't been handling that very well, if I'm being honest. So my 1 day off turned into 2 weeks off. I'm trying to take it day by day. I've got an appointment scheduled for Monday with a visa advisor who will hopefully bring me some good news, but we will see. In any case, I haven't been doing so well, but I'm doing a little bit better now, which is why I'm filming today, and hopefully it gets better from here as well. But yeah, I do apologize for disappearing. I wasn't planning on just ghosting you guys for 2 weeks. I am really sorry about that. I am not going to be streaming in the near future. I want to take a bit of a step back from streaming because I feel like I put too much pressure on myself with videos and streaming, but videos will be back. I am releasing schedules every Sunday as I did before. I didn't these 2 weeks, but I will be going forward, and I will be following those schedules with videos. There is a video coming up on my second channel actually as well. It's already filmed, so it's definitely coming, and I'm filming more for my second channel today as well, so you should follow me on my second channel if you feel like it. It's Masha Doesn't Not. It's the channel where I talk about everything I feel like. Anyway, today I'm here to talk to you guys about bracelet slumps because I've fallen into one and it felt appropriate to talk about. I didn't make many bracelets in February, but that's not the reason there's not a February wrap-up, by the way. There isn't going to be a February wrap-up. I'm merging the February and the March wrap-ups together at the end of March purely because I'm so late on it. It's already the middle of March. What's the point in doing a February wrap-up? Either way, I didn't make many bracelets in February. And then for like the first 10 days of March, I didn't make any bracelets at all. I'm now getting out of that. I actually made a giant wall hanging that I still haven't finished, but I am making it at the moment. It's on the table right here. So I feel like I've already gotten out of the bracelet slump, but I want to share some tips that help me and tips that help you guys apparently. I asked you guys on Instagram for some tips and you guys provided. So some of these are from me, some of these are from you guys. But let's go over them. The first tip I'm going to give you is don't rush it and don't push it, because what's the point in forcing yourself to do an activity if you're not going to enjoy doing it? It's not homework. You don't have to make bracelets. Don't push yourself if it doesn't feel right. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. There's nothing wrong with taking some time off from a hobby that you like and then getting back into it. It's the same with video games. You can play a video game too much and then get tired of it. It's the same with any other hobby really. You can do too much of something and get tired of it, and that's okay. Try doing something else. Play a video game. Do a different thread-related hobby or any sort of crafting hobby. Do some art. Read a book. Distract yourself. Do something else. It's okay to take some time off of your favorite hobbies. It doesn't mean you don't like them anymore. It just means you need a break. But if you do feel like you want to get back into this hobby, there are some things that you can do that can help. What I find personally really helpful is looking at other people's work. And Instagram is a great place for that, but if you don't have Instagram, I've also heard that Pinterest can help, and any other platform where people share their bracelets. You can even join my Discord server if you want to, link in the description. I see you guys sharing bracelet pictures on there all the time. Definitely looking at other people's works and also interacting within the community always helps me with inspiration. I love looking at other people's bracelets to get ideas for patterns that I want to try, for color combinations that I want to try, techniques maybe I want to try, and just talking to people either on Instagram or on Discord or on whatever website or anything. We have a lovely community, why not be a part of it? It's really lovely and welcoming, so I definitely recommend doing both of those things, being part of a community and looking at other people's photos. But that can also be quite dangerous. Don't compare yourself to others. Really don't. Don't do that. We're all different people. Even if you take the like top 10, top 5 people you personally look up to as bracelet makers. First of all, they will all be different. None of them will be the same because nobody makes bracelets the same way. They are all different and unique in their own way. People's knotting styles are different, but also I guarantee you, if you pick a person, they're also going to be unhappy with what they're doing to some degree. I know for a fact that I am. I find faults in every single bracelet that I make, and I find something to be unhappy about. I try not to focus on that, obviously, but it's a thing that happens. You can always find faults within your own work. Don't compare yourself to others. We are all going at our own pace. And even if you think your bracelets are horrible right now, I promise you they are not, and everybody started where you are. So don't be discouraged by that, and don't compare yourselves to others. Try to use other people's photos as inspiration, as what pushes you forward in a good way, rather than to compare yourself to others. That's not productive. Try making something you know you enjoy, whether that is a specific pattern that you've made previously and you've enjoyed it, or whether that be a type of pattern, like a type of chevron or a type of diamond. Look back on the bracelets that you've already made, choose one that you already enjoyed, and go from there. Maybe pick a different color combination. Maybe use a different type of string. Maybe do a different type of closure. Maybe try a loop or a triangle end or something. Do something that you know you enjoy. For me, my go-to is the starburst. I've only ever made a few of them, but I know I really enjoy that one. And so whenever I'm thinking like, oh, what should I make a starburst. I have a tutorial for a starburst bracelet if you want to make that as well. I'll leave that linked in the card and in the description. Try a new bracelet technique. We all know the normal patterns and we know the alpha patterns. If you don't, you should try one or the other. But there are also other types of bracelets that you can make. There are plenty of tutorials online. I'm not just talking about my own, though I do have tutorials as well. I'll leave a playlist for you in the description of my bracelet tutorials, but there are plenty of tutorials online as well, whether that be here on YouTube or just on the internet in different resources of different techniques for bracelets that you can try. Try something new. There's so much. I promise you, you're probably never gonna make them all. There's definitely more to try. Join a challenge. As I said, this community is amazing. There's so many people and it's also welcoming and friendly, and a lot of people are hosting challenges. I usually host a challenge every month, and this month is the first month in many months that I'm not. But there's plenty of people online hosting challenges all of the time. And Instagram is probably the best place to go for that. But there's also challenges on bracelet websites and in people's Discord servers, not just my own. Joining a challenge and doing something together with a group of people can be really fun, and I highly recommend it. Now, this is an interesting one. I got 2 very different tips for what to do with works in progress. I got one person saying, finish all of your works in progress. That will help you sort of get a clean slate and feel accomplished with the fact that you've already done something, and then you can sort of have a new start. Fresh opportunities to start something new. On the other hand, I also got people telling me to just abandon all of your works in progress. Forget about them, don't think about them, abandon them, and then you have a fresh start. I guess do what works for you, whether or not you want to finish your works in progress that you already have, or you want to abandon them, it's your choice. Either way, getting a fresh start is definitely a good idea. Next up, we've got some pretty good advice. Reorganize your thread collection. People store their threads in different ways. Organizing and reorganizing your string can be really helpful. I haven't organized my string collection since I did that video where I organized my string collection and I put everything on bobbins and into boxes. That was a really fun video that took ages. I'll leave that linked in the card and in the description if you want to watch it, and also maybe get some inspiration for how you want to store your threads. That is a really good system, but I have outgrown those boxes really quickly. I have way more string now than I did back when I was filming that video, and now my string is basically just kept in bags. I do want to reorganize that. I still want to keep it in bags, but I want to keep it in bags separated by color. Have like my greens, my blues, my reds, my oranges, and so on in like separate bags. So I need to take that advice to heart and actually do that, but I do see how that would help. Taking some time to just chill and work on your strings and organize them can be really therapeutic, so I recommend that as well. On the note of thread, buying new thread can help. Don't go overboard with this, but maybe buying some special string that you've been looking at for quite a while. Maybe that sparkly string or that metallic or that multicolored string that you've been wanting for a while. Get yourself 1 or 2 to try out. Get yourself more if you feel like it. Getting new string can let you try out new techniques and different color combinations, and it can be that push that you need to get back into this hobby. Start making a pattern that you've been putting off for the longest time. That is actually what got me out of my bracelet slump. I'm currently making this wall hanging of Luffy from One Piece, and I've been putting that pattern off for ages because it's huge, but that finally got me out of my bracelet slump because I've been wanting to make this pattern for ages, and now I finally am, so I'm pretty happy. And on that note, base a bracelet off of a show that you like or a book that you like. There are so many patterns online related to books, TV shows, movies, games, anything really. Maybe choose a character or a symbol or an animal or something that you like from a TV show or whatever media that you consume and make that. That can be really fun. That's what I'm doing now. Look at color combinations online. Now I get inspiration for color combinations from various different places. Sometimes it can be just the string itself, so actually reorganizing a string collection can help you find cool color combinations. Just how the strings fall together can be really cool sometimes. But also other people's pictures, as I said, but also just photos of like nature or someone's art or something can really inspire me to make a bracelet with the color combination that I'm seeing. I would recommend going on Instagram or on Pinterest or someplace online and looking for color combinations that you can try, and that can really kickstart your desire to find a pattern that fits with that color combination for you to try. And the last piece of advice that I've got for you is try making something small. That way when you finish the bracelet, you feel more accomplished that you've actually finished something, and then you can go ahead to the next one. Now I obviously didn't take this advice because I went with a wall hanging straight away, but it could help you. If it does, that's good. Well, there you go. That is my advice for getting out of a bracelet slump. Apparently my videos help you guys as well sometimes to get out of bracelet slumps. I've heard that watching Not With Me's or watching my wrap-ups, which I'm sorry I didn't post one this month, I've heard that those things help, but I can't really comment on that since I'm me. Either way, I'm sorry to hear that you are going through a bracelet slump. It happens to all of us. I go through them quite frequently, actually. Usually they're pretty short, but this one was like a month long. Take your time, don't rush into things. The bracelet community will be here for you when you're ready to come back. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Next video to come out will be on my second channel, which is Masha Doesn't Not, linked in the description as always. You should definitely follow me on there too. Chat with me about things I want to talk about, non-bracelet related. I hope you guys are having a good time, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to my patrons and especially my top supporters whose names are going to be on screen right now. Thank you guys so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. And if you also want to become a patron, there is a link in the description where you can sign up and get exclusive packs for your donations. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.